Yeah. So we'll take a quick look at this list of all these sentences. And actually this is a one sentence. And in one sentence, you will see different nouns in different case endings. And you can understand their role here in that sentence. So this will give a very high level overview and understanding of how how these case endings are used in context. And then what we can do is later on we can study these the case endings. Study means what? Study means again we can practice these case endings separately, one by one. But right now you can see here the first column here says vibhaktihi in the top, right? This is vibhaktihi. Means case ending. And this we have seen. Prathama is first case ending, second case ending, third case ending, fourth case ending, fifth, sixth, seventh. Yeah. And here is the second column is prashnaha. Means question you have to ask. So we'll see that this one later. Now this last column is udaharana, means example. Udaharana means example. Okay. So the first sentence, can somebody read it? Giovanni, let's start with Giovanni. First sentence, this one. Balakaha.
Balakaha Grantalaye. Syutat Lekakasya Pustakam Hastena Nitraya Dadati.
So you see all the sentences are the same. Balakaha Granthalaye Syutat Lekhakasya Pustakam Hastena Mitraya Dadati. Now I'll write this meaning of this sentence in English. Okay. Then we can compare. Balakaha, boy, a boy. Granthalaye, in the library. Granthalaya is library. Like we have studied, like alaya is just a place of living or place of residence, place of residing, like that. Granthalaya. Now Granthalaya means where the books are stored or reside. So Granthalaya, like that. Shauchalaya means where the cleaning is done, like the toilet or the restroom. Granthalaya, what do you say? Washroom. And then there is a Vidyalaya, means place of knowledge or the place of study is Vidyalaya. So like that, Granthalaya is library. So the sentence means a boy in the library. That means Syutat, third, from Syutaha means what?
The bag, suitcase.
Bag.
A bag.
From a bag. Lekhakasya pustakam. So we know already Lekhakasya, Shashti Bhakti have studied, right? Sixth case ending. Lekhaka means writer. So what is Lekhakasya means?
Of the writer.
Of the writer. And there is a pustakam here. Pustakam is book.
Book of the writer. Writer's book.
Yeah. So I'll write writer's book. Hastena means by hand. Hastaha, we know. Hastaha means hand.
Yeah.
So here there is a case ending applied to it, so it becomes by hand. Then mitraya. Now mitram, only mitram, we know mitram means friend. That's the neuter gender, mitram, friend. So now again another case ending is applied here. Mitraya is to friend, to a friend. Dadati, this is a verb. So have we studied this? Have we looked at dadati?
Yeah, I think we've done it.
Gives.
Okay.
बालकः ग्रन्थालये स्यूतात् लेखकस्य पुस्तकं हस्तेन मित्राय ददाति. So a boy in the library from a bag gives a writer's book to a friend by hand. So this is how, if you do this in English, we have to be mindful of the order of these. Like we can't just put it like this. If a boy in the library from bag writer's book by hand to friend gives, this doesn't mean anything in English. So in English the order has to be properly put. A boy gives a writer's book to a friend from the bag by hand in the library. Something like some orders can be changed, but generally a boy gives, like the order goes in English. But in Sanskritam, as you see here, the order is put like this, and the order actually doesn't matter much most of the time. Sometimes it matters, most of the times it doesn't matter, because the case ending suffixes are already applied to those words, and that becomes part of the word. For example, here we have in the library, right? In the library, the whole thing becomes Granthalaye. Okay? So you put Granthalaye anywhere. So Granthalaye is a case ending, and it is a, as you see here, it was highlighted where, what is that case ending? Saptami. This should be Dirghai, small. Saptami, longi. Granthalaye. So Saptami, that is seventh case ending, is applied to this Granthalaya. Base word is Granthalaya. In the Saptami of the seventh case ending, its form becomes Granthalaya, and it means in the library. So in English there are three words or two words in library, but here is only one word in Sanskritam, Granthalaya. Because of that, we can put the Granthalaya anywhere in the sentence, and the whole sentence means the same thing. We have to look at the entire sentence, and it means the same thing. Where the action is being performed, that is conveyed by seventh case ending vibhakti. Okay, like that. So starting from the top, so we have the balakah granthalaye syutat lekakasya pustakam hastena mitraya dadati. So here the word which is in the in bold, which is in bold, indicating that first case ending is applied to that. So balaka is the base word. In the first case ending becomes balakah. So when the first case ending is applied, what is the role of that? What is the role of that word then in that sentence?
It's a subject.
Subject. So that means that word, the person or the thing indicated by that word is performing the action. And what is the action here? What is the verb? Verb is
dadati.
Dadati. Dadati is the verb, action word. And who is performing the action? Balakaha. And that balakaha, how do we know that that word is the subject? Because this the case ending prathama is applied. First case ending is applied to it. That's why we know it is the subject performing the action. But in the case of English, it might be different, because There is no case ending as such here. There are prepositions. I think that's what it's called. So here in the library. So just looking at the library, we don't know whether that is a subject or not. Just looking at the bag, we don't know whether that is a subject or not. But here in the Sanskritam, mostly we will know what is the role of a word in a sentence based on its case ending. So here balakaha is the first case ending, and that is the one performing the action dadati. Now second one, sure, can you read this second sentence? Same sentence, read it again.
Balakaha Grantalaya Shutat Le. Sorry, let somebody else. So I lost myself there just now.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Balakaha Grantalaye Syutat Lekhakasya Pustakam Hastena Mitraya Dadati.
Yeah. Good, thank you. So here the word highlighted is pustakam, right? So pustakam, here we are saying that it is having the second case ending. So pustakam, if you remember the word we studied before, what is the gender of the word pustakam?
Napusakalingam.
Napusakalingam or neuter gender.
Okay.
So here it is second case ending or affix is applied here. When the second case ending is applied, that means it has a certain role in the sentence with respect to the action. So when the first case ending is applied, that means that word is performing the action. Now the action is being performed on the word which is in the second case ending, on the word. Okay? Like pustakam. So dadati is the action, means giving is the action. So balakam is boy is giving, but what is he giving? So what means the giving action is being performed on this book. So that is why the second case affix is coming here. So that is what is meant by this prashna here.
Sorry, can we say it's the object?
Object, yes. In English grammar, you can say it as an object. So that is the prashna here. Prashna means question. So when we look at the verb dadati, gives, dadati means gives. So if you ask the question kaha, you also know kaha, right? Kaha means who. Then we get the answer balakaha. So balakaha is the subject that is in the first case ending. So similarly, on the verb dadati, gives, if you ask kim, what, then we get the answer pustakam. So that is the word which has to be in the ditiya vibhakti or the second case ending. So similarly, the next one. Okay, Veena, you can try the next. Read it. Same sentence.
Yeah. Balakaha Granthalaye Shutat Lekhakasya Pustakam Hastena Mitraya dadati, dadati.
Yeah. So here the highlighted word is hastena. So this is third case ending. So what it means is by what, like by using what the action is being done. Dadati is the action, word giving, so gives by what, by using what, some instrument or medium of that action. So here by hand is the word, by using the hand. So hasta is the base word, on that the third case ending is applied. So then it becomes hastena. So balakah ganthalaye, balaka. So far what we have got. So if we start with the verb, just dadati, that is the heart of the sentence. Always the verb is the heart of a sentence in Sanskrit sentence. Dadati, that is the we start with that. We start asking the question, kaha, who? So balakah. So on that first case ending is applied. So now the sentence stands like, so forget all this for now. The sentence, simple sentence starts as dadati, then we add balakah. Balakah dadati. Now they ask the next question, what? Balakah pustakam dadati. So that is the next stage of the sentence. Balakah pustakam dadati. And then because the action is being performed on that word or the thing, so that word should be an object, and that has to be having the ditiya or the second case suffix. So balakah pustakam dadati. So these three words are right now in the sentence. Now the next step is using what he is giving. Sometimes there may be answer, sometimes may not be answer. So right now we have the answer, so that is why we are adding hasta. We know that he is using the hand to give the book, so we just add another word to that sentence. So now the sentence becomes balakah pustakam hastena dadati. 4 words are there now. Now because hasta or the hand is used as the instrument or the medium for that action, we apply the third case ending or suffix to that hasta word. So then it becomes hastena. So again, how the forms are already in the table that I showed you before. So every word will follow a case ending table. So because from there we will know that hastena is the form after applying the third case suffix to the hasta word. Okay. So similarly the next one, okay, Giovanni again, read the same sentence.
Yes, sorry. Balakaha grantalaye syutat lekakasya pustakam hastena mitraya dadati.
So here the next highlighted is mitraya. So this means to a friend. Okay. So we are asking, giving is the action here, gives. So we in the previous, up till previous sentence we have balakaha pustakam hastena dadati. Now we can ask the question to whom he is giving. Again, we may not be able to ask this question for every action, but in this action we can ask, dadati is giving, to whom he is giving. And we get the answer, to a friend. Now friend, mitra is the base word, and if we apply the fourth case affix to it, then we get mitraya. So to put this to friend, to whom the giving action is being performed, then or who is getting the benefit of that action of giving, that word we get, we put that in the fourth case ending. So the fourth case ending form of mitra is mitraya. So now at this stage we have one more word in the sentence. So balakaha Pustakam hastena mitraya dadati. Now there are 5 words. Now the next one again. So Shiva, you want to try again? Reading the sentence.
Yes. Balakaha Grantalaya Shutat Lekha Kasya Lekha Kasya Pustakam Hastena Mitraya Dadati.
Yes. Good. So this one is Granthalaye. The until previous here until now, what we have Balakaha, boy, Pustakam hastena mitraya dadati. Now we can still continue asking the question. Now giving is there. He is giving the book. Balaka, boy is giving the book to a friend by hand. But from where? From where he is giving the book? We can ask the question from where was the book to give. So now the answer would be Syuta. It is in the bag. From the bag he is taking out and giving it. So we want to add the from bag part to this sentence. Now for the bag we know the word is Syuta. And because we want to say from the bag, for this kind of formation of the word, we apply the 5th case ending. Balakaha Granthalaye Syutat. So Syuta is the base word, and when we apply the 5th case ending to it, it becomes Syutat. That's it. So we add one more word now. Balakaha Syutat Pustakam Hastena Mitraya Dadati. So now this is the sentence. Any questions so far? So we are asking questions and we want to add the answer, and when we add the new word to it, we based on its role we are adding different affixes, suffixes, so based on the case ending here. Okay, next, Jessica, read this.
Balakaha Granthalaye Syutat Lekhakasya Pustakam Hastena Mitraya Dadati.
Now, so far we have Balakaha, boy, Syutat, from the bag, Pustakam, book, Hastena, using hand, Mitraya, to the friend, Dadati, gives. Now, on the Pustaka, we can ask the question, whose book? Right? Whose book? Now, when you ask whose, that is not related, the question is not on the action. So far the questions were on the action directly, on the verb. So here Dadati, gives is the verb. So the question started like who gives, what is given, what gives, and then using what he is giving, to whom he is giving, and from where he is giving. So all the questions are on the giving. But now the next question is whose. Whose is not on giving, right? It's not who's giving. The question is whose book. Right? So this whose question is not related to the verb. It is related to some other noun in the sentence. So in this case it is Pustakam. Lekhakasya Pustakam is the answer. Lekhakasya means of. Whose book? Writer's book. So Lekhaka is the base word, and we add the 6th case ending. 6th case ending to that Lekhaka base word. So 6th case ending we are already familiar with. Lekhakasya, Ramasya, Balakasya, like that. So here is Lekhakasya. Lekhakasya Pustakam Hastena Mitraya Dadati. Okay. Now the last is Balakaha Granthalaye Syutat Lekhakasya Pustakam Hastena Mitraya. Now so far we have this. Now another question we can ask on the action itself, dadati, gives. Now we can ask the question, where, in what place is this action is happening? In what place the action is happening? Where is giving? So again, the question goes to the is on the verb. So the boy is giving this book in a library to his friend. In the library, we want to add that part, in the library. So library word is granthalaya, base word. So because the action is happening in that place, the saptami or the seventh case affix is added to that base word. So the form changes to granthalaye. So we just add that word here. So now the sentence becomes even longer. Balakah granthalaye syutat lekakasya pustakam hastyana mitraya dadati. So now we have how many words? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Note that the eighth one is the verb, and all other 7 words are in different case endings or vibhaktis. So this is first case ending, then second case ending, third case ending, fourth case ending, fifth case ending, sixth case ending, seventh case ending. Good? Any question?
So each word has its own case ending to denote its place in the sentence.
Yeah. Each word denotes its role in a sentence. The case endings 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, except 6. These indicate their roles with respect to or in relation to the verb, except the sixth one. Sixth one is not indicating the role in relation to the verb. It indicates the role in relation to some other noun in the sentence. Okay? That is the thing we know from this exercise. Or this is a thing we need to know. Except 6, 1 through 7, they all indicate the role with respect to the kriya padam or the verb in a sentence. But the sixth case ending has nothing to do with the verb. It is in relation to some other sentence. Now in this sentence it is related to pustakam, but it could be on some other noun also. For example, balakah, kasya balakah, whose boy, that also we can ask, right? Or granthalaya, whose granthalaya? Kasya granthalaya, kasya we know, kasya is the question for whose. So kasya is the word for whose. Right? So we can also ask, granthalaya is the library. Whose library we can ask, right? Whose library? The answer could be city library, right? City's library. City. For the city we have the word nagara. Right? Nagara. So we can add the shashti or the sixth case ending for nagara. What is the sixth case ending for nagara? Nagara is a napunsakalinga word like phala, pustaka. So what will be the sixth case ending?
Nagarasya.
Nagarasya.
Yeah, nagarasya. So we can add nagarasya here. Balakah nagarasya granthalaye syutat lekhakasya pustakam hastena mitraya dadati. So in that case, this nagarasya, shashti, sixth case ending word comes twice. One is nagarasya and then the other is lekhakasya. Now in this case the order will be important. Otherwise, until now, the order we could have changed anywhere. So you can put granthalaya at the end, even after the verb, granthalaya at the beginning, syutat at the end, it doesn't matter. Because they have specific case endings, and based on that, we know the role. But when another word comes like nagarasya, then the order will be important, because if you put Nagarasya here already become Nagarasya Pustakam because they are related, right? Nagarasya Pustakam, the city's book, and Lekhakasya Granthalaye. So then it becomes author's library, like that. So then the order becomes of significance there. Okay. So hope this is helpful. So gave some overall idea. Right. So, but the other important thing to note that, so when we say Hastena is the third case ending, Mitra is the fourth case ending, Syutat fifth case ending. So this case ending, the form in that case ending, for example, say Hastena. Hastena is the base word is Hasta, right? And the third case ending is Hastena. That is the form what we see. But the actual form of any word in the third case ending depends on the type of the word. Not all the words will look like this in the third case ending.
The akaranta,
Just like
the karanta, right? The
yeah,
ending of
like the gender and the ending sound of the base word, like hasta. And we'll have to look at the again the table, that vibhakti table. We have to look what form it is, and most of the we have discussed this before. Like though it looks like there are a lot of vibhakti tables, how do you remember that? But if you actually look at those vibhakti tables, most of the patterns are similar. So have you watched my other video? I'll send you another video. I think maybe after one or two classes you can look at that video. That I have made a video explaining vibhakti patterns in declensions. So maybe at some point of time, so which will give you the idea of how these patterns are similar in different declension tables. So that will eliminate, hopefully it will eliminate some of this fear, like there are too many words, like too many patterns, like there are, but they are very similar. So you don't have to too much scared about it. Then other is like Lekhakasya also. Similarly, like Hastena depends on the word itself, what the actual third case ending form will look like. Similarly, the Shashti Bhakti we have already seen. Now, like Akaranta, the base word ending in A, and masculine gender will be looking like this, like Ramasya, Lekhakasya, Balakasya, Kandukasya, etc. And similarly, if it is a neuter and the base word ending in A, like Phala, so it will also look similar, like Phalasya, Pustakasya, Vahanasya, etc. So if it is the base word ending in A and it is Strilinga, then it becomes Ramayaha, Umayaha, Latayaha, like that. If it is ending in long E, like Nadi, right, that we have seen, the Shashti Bhakti sixth case ending becomes Nadyaha, Parvatyaha, like that. So what I'm trying to say is the form depends, form in any case ending actually depends on that base word of that word. So every word will not look like this. For example, suppose Balaka Granthalaye Syutat Lekakasya Pustakam Astyana. Suppose this is some other word like say Rama. Rama is the word. So he is giving it to somebody called Rama. So then the word will be different here because this is Mitra word is neuter and it is in fourth case ending is Mitraya. So when the word is Rama, we cannot write Ramaya. So we should be aware of that. So every words depending on its base and the nature of the word the form in that particular case ending will be different. Okay. Any question? Okay, let's look at let me explain this Subhashitam anyway quickly. This is interesting. Anybody want to read this? First two lines.
Alasasya kuto vidya avidyasya kuto dhanam adhanasya kuto mitram amitrasya kutah sukham.
Yeah. So the same lines are here also, but little bit simplified, because in some places there is the word form changes because of the sandhi, what we call sandhi joining. So these are simplified words. So alasasya kutah vidya, avidyasya kutah dhanam, adhanasya kutah mitram, amitrasya kutah sukham. So here kutah comes. Kutah means where, like one of the meanings of kutah is where, or from where, like that. So what alasa means lazy, and you know this Shashti Bhakti, right? Shashti, that Sya is coming there. Alasa, for a lazy person, of a lazy person. Alasasya means of a lazy person. Kutah vidya. Kutah means where, or where, how come, where come. Alasasya vidya. Vidya means knowledge. For a lazy person, where is the knowledge? Like that means there is no knowledge. It's like a sarcastic thing. Where is the knowledge for a lazy person? Avidyasya kutah dhanam. Avidya means one who doesn't have knowledge. Where is the dhanam? Dhanam is money or wealth. And adhanasya kutah mitram. One who has no money, for that person, where are the friends? So obviously friends come to only who one has money. Amitrasya kutah sukham. For a person who doesn't have friendless person, sukham nasti, kutah sukham. Where is the happiness? This is one of the Subhashit. We looked at, went through these verbs. So some of them are transitive, some of them are intransitive. Right? So let's take a look at this quickly again. Let's start with Giovanni again. So first five in this column. So okay, or six.
Yeah, sorry.
Can you tell them whether?
Oh, whether they're transitive or intransitive, right?
Yeah, transitive or intransitive.
Patati is transitive because it's reading, right?
Yes.
Lekati is transitive. Pashyati is transitive. Hasati is intransitive. And Kelati, I'm not sure I remember the meaning of Kelati though.
Kelati is playing.
Playing. So it's intransitive in Sanskrit, right? Because in English we said this, that in English it's transitive, but in Sanskrit it's intransitive, right?
Yes. Yeah. Correct. So anybody else has any for these five or first six, any questions, any doubts? or you don't know any meaning of, hope you know the meaning of this, right? Patati, likati, pashyati, asati, khelati. Asati is laughing.
Okay, like some words can be transitive in English, but not in Sanskrit.
So what are you saying? Some words,
There can be words that are transitive in English, but non-transitive in Sanskrit,
yeah,
or vice versa.
right, not transitive
Laughing.
because
I couldn't.
laughing, yeah. Laughing in English, is it transitive? Does it need an object in a sentence?
No.
I laugh. Or he laughs.
Okay.
But if you're laughing on something, that is different. But if you're laughing or ridiculing something, that's different. But just as a pure laugh is just a laugh. Yeah. So there is no object needed, like patati is reading something, likati writing something, pashyati looking something, seeing something. But hasati is just a laugh.
Yeah.
Now,
Khelati.
and
Khelati was the one.
chalati,
Khelati. The play.
yeah, like, right. Some words like khelati, their meanings in Sanskritam is a little bit different than in other languages like English, for example. Like khelati, if you literally translate that, it is play. So in English, we generally say he plays something, football or baseball. But so that is what he is playing. But in Sanskritam, it's little, in English also sometimes the meaning is similar. Like in Sanskritam is just like enjoying. Khelati is enjoying. So he's just having fun, like kind of thing. Khelati. And the same thing with the next one also, kridati. Kridati means he is playful. Like he is play. He plays means he is playful. He's having joy, like kind of thing. So how do we say like he's playing ball, so he's playing football? So here in English also there is a usage like he's playing with ball, right? He's playing with something. So similar usage comes into Sanskritam. Like with comes here, not actually an object. The with has to be used. He's playing with a ball. He's playing with a doll, like that. So if you look at the sentences we studied here, where that with fits here, with role, with what case ending, or in which
With the hastena, the hand, right?
hastena, correct, with hand, using hand, like that. So when we use that khelati kridati, when he is playing with a ball, that ball, on the ball we put the third vibhakti, third case ending. So for the ball, what is the word Sanskritam?
Kandukaha.
Kandukaha, which is like hastaha. So similar to hastena, kandukaha becomes kandukena. So I can see how the sentence can be formed. So if you go back here, khelati. So when we want to say boy plays with a ball, so if you don't use with the ball, so how do we form the sentence? Boy plays. Just plays is khelati. Balakaha khelati. So now we want to add with the ball. So now we know, like hastena, with gets the third vibhakti on kandukena. So balakah kandukena khelati. Simple sentence, right? So it should not be too much difficult to understand if you know these roles. The same thing. Where is he playing? Suppose he is playing the ball in, let's say, house. House. So again, look at this example again. Where is fitting here, right? Granthalaye. So look at the Granthalaye. So now, what is the word for house or home in Sanskritam?
Graham.
Gruham. So if you look at the Gruham table, Gruham is also like Phalam Pustakam, and this form, which is the seventh case ending, becomes Gruhe, similar to Granthale, because the masculine and neuter forms are mostly same, except the few vibhaktis. So, but in the seventh case, it is similar. So it becomes Gruhe. Granthale is a masculine word, Gruhe is a neuter word, but the seventh case endings forms are same. So Gruhe. So we can add another word to that. So you can start building the sentences like Balakaha Gruhe Kandukena Khelati, like that. Kridati. Okay, next 5, Veena, or 6. Okay. Next, transitive or intransitive?
So Tishtati is intransitive. And Vahati is intransitive.
What is the meaning of Vahati?
Vahati flows.
Flows, okay. Next.
And then Gacchati. Intransitive. And then,
okay, so I'll stop here. One sec. Gacchati and Agacchati, these are considered transitive in Sanskritam. Okay. So a boy going to a school. So let's look at this table again. So I think this become helpful. And again, consider the roles here. Okay. So Gacchati is the action, right? That is what I'm talking about. Gacchati means what? Going, goes. Goes is the action. So somebody is going, let's say Balakaha. So if you ask the question, who is going? We get the answer, let's say Balakaha. And we know that because this action of going is performed by Balaka, and it has to be in the first case ending, Balaka Gacchati, and that's why. Okay, now where is he going? To where is he going? To school. Let's say. So in English, how do we say? Boy goes to school. Goes to school. Now, in this table, in this examples we saw, we went through different different roles, how these case affixes are used for different roles. So when we said, let's look at Tritiya. Tritiya, we said with, using. So to school, does it apply? Can we apply third case suffix? Is this action being performed using this word, using the school, or with the school? No, right?
No.
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 Let's look. Yeah. No. So let's look at the fourth case suffix. What is the role for the fourth case suffix? Who is getting the benefit? Mitraya. So like dana gives is giving action. Who is getting the benefit out of that action? So here, gacchati, gamana kriya. Gamana means the going, goes. So there is nobody is benefiting out of this. So So the fourth case suffix also cannot be applied to school. Or school, we can use vidyalaya. Then fifth case suffix, what is the role here? From. From. So is he going from the school somewhere, from school to some other place? No, right? He is going to the school. So fifth case suffix cannot be applied. Now sixth case suffix obviously cannot be applied, because sixth case suffix is not related to the verb, it is related to some other noun in a sentence. Now let's say look at the seventh case suffix. Seventh case suffix, what happened in this example, gives. The giving action is being performed in the Granthalaya, the action of giving. Now here in the Gacchati case, what is the action? Going action. The going action is not being performed in the school. He is going to the school, but going is not being performed in the school. Understand the difference, okay? So we cannot apply this seventh case affix also, because going action is not being performed in the school or at the school. So it is being performed outside the school, but school is being reached to. Okay? So the seventh case cannot be applied. The only one remains is the second case here. And second case can be applied and should be applied, because it is kind of the object on which the action is being performed, not directly, but it is a part of that action, to school. So the going action, the reaching action is on the school. So gacchati is after the walking, after this act of going, the school is being reached. So reaching is being performed on the school. So as you looked at the roles of different vibhaktis or the case endings here, none of them are suitable. None of them is suitable for the use of this school. And obviously prathama is also not suitable, because school is not performing the going action. The only one remains is the second case, and that is suitable because the reaching action is being performed on the school. So in Sanskritam, all the verbs, all the kriyapadams which are of going in nature, okay, going in nature, they are transitive. Not only this gacchati, there are others also, which we will see later, like tapnoti, vrajati, etc. Going or coming, or I think we look at pravishati. Pravishati means enters. Okay? So here also there is a kind of motion is involved, going. Okay? So in English you can say whatever, like I don't know that it's transitive, intransitive, what you call it, but in Sanskritam it becomes transitive. Pravishati. So he enters. We can always ask the question, what he enters, right? So there is an answer. What is entering? Suppose entering home. So we put that home in the Ditiya, or the second case affix, and that becomes an object actually. And this pravishati is a sakarmaka kriyapadam. So here it may be a bit. Sakarmaka is transitive.
What is that? Okay, sorry. Yeah. No, I forgot. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry. So sakarmaka is transitive. Topic. Karmaka. Karma means object. So karma is object. Sa is with object means sakarmaka is transitive. Akarmaka is intransitive. No object is akarmaka. So coming back here, gacchati and agacchati both are transitive. To remember, both need object or the word in the second case suffix. So where is he going? Where somebody is going? Balika vidyalayam gacchati. So that word where, which is being reached, so that will be in the Dvitiya Vibhakti or the second case suffix. Like somebody is reading the book here. So here Mahila Patati. So what is being read? Book is being read. So Balika Pustakam Patati. Pustakam becomes in the second case affix. So similarly Gacchati. What is being reached after that going? So that comes in the second case. The word will be in the second case suffix. Balika Vidyalayam Gacchati. Balika Gurham Gacchati. Balika Chitramandiram Gacchati. The movie hall, Chitramandiram. Now Agacchati also coming. So after coming, whatever is being reached, that will be in the second case affix. From where he is coming, that will be in the fifth case affix. So that you can apply the fifth case affix from where he is coming. Like fifth case is like this, Syutat. But right now we are studying this object. So let's focus on the second case affix now. Agacchati, from where he is coming is, sorry, from, not from, to where he is coming. Means after coming, where he is reaching. So that will be in the second case affix. So if we want to say he comes to home. He comes home. So he comes home. We put that home in the second case and we use agacchati. So balakah gruham agacchati. Means balaka is coming home. But if you say balakah gruham gacchati, that means balaka, boy, is going to home, going home. But when we say agacchati, balaka is coming home. Balaka gruham agacchati. Balika gruham gacchati. Balika vidyalayam agacchati. I am already at the school and I want to say balika is coming to school. So I say balika vidyalayam agacchati. Okay. Any question on this? No. Okay. Next. Chalati.
So now I'm confused. Is it transitive?
Which one?
Chalati.
No. Okay. No, chalati is intransitive. Yeah.
Okay.
Chalati is just the act of walking.
Yeah, but walking to something.
Yeah, gacchati is actually going, and there is a certain destination. So here there is no chalati. There is no destination. Chalati is just walking, walk.
Okay.
So here gacchati, agacchati, there is a destination involved. That's why for the destination we put the second case affix.
Dhavati. Intransitive.
Dhavati also intransitive. There is just runs.
Nayati. Transitive.
Yes. Nayati carries, transitive.
Yeah, carrying something. Then this one is tishtati. Tishtati.
Which one?
No. Oh, okay, hold on. Pibati. Pibati is transitive.
Yes, transitive. Pibati drinks. What is drinking?
Yeah.
Jalam pibati.
Khadati, transitive. Marjayati.
Marjayati.
Marjayati. I don't know, I forgot what is Marjayati. Marjayati, let me check. Marjayati. I forgot what's Marjayati.
Marjayati is cleaning. He is cleaning something.
Cleaning, yeah, we saw it. Yeah.
Cleaning or wiping actually. It's actually wiping. Marjayati.
Marjayati, wiping. Okay. So that would be transitive.
Transitive. Okay, dhanyawada. And okay, Jessica, can try the next 4, 5. So,
Pruchati.
Pruchati means asks.
Would that be transitive?
Yeah, transitive. Pruchati, transitive, because he has to ask something, like question.
Chalayati. In transitive.
No, chalati is driving.
Oh.
Whereas chalati was like only walking, and there is no destination. Chalati is driving. You are driving something, right?
Okay.
So chalati becomes transitive.
Okay. Patati. Is transitive.
Okay, good.
Pujati.
Pujati is making sound.
Intransitive.
Yeah, intransitive. Next.
Arohati. Sorry, not sure what that means.
Arohati is climbing.
So that would be transitive.
Yes.
Karshati.
Karshati is pulling.
So that would be
Or
transitive.
attracting. Attracting or pulling.
So that would be transitive.
Yes.
Nindati. Nandati.
Nandati means being happy. Or feeling happy.
Vadati.
Talks. Talks.
So intransitive.
No, talking. Talk. I talk something, right? So I talk sentence. It's not just talk without. It's not saying. It is talking. Talk means vadati. So I talk something. I talk a sentence. I talk a word. So it is a transitive.
Okay.
Okay. Last who wants to try? Shiva, you want to try the last few of them?
Yes, I'll try. The only thing I don't know the vocabulary for some of them.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Others can help.
Sinchati.
Sinchati means anybody want to help? Sinchati means sprinkling something.
That'll be transitive then. Dachati.
No, this one is ichhati.
Sorry?
Ichhati.
Ichati. So
Ichhati means I wish, right?
I wish. So that'll be transitive.
Transitive. I wish something. Okay.
Something, yes.
Tarati.
Tarati. Swim. That will be intransitive.
Okay, you can say it because tarati has two different meanings. So one meaning, tarati means floats, like or swims, floats, just float. That is intransitive, and tarati is also used as a crossing over something. Tarati, he crossed the river or something. like that, tarati. So when it is used in crossing sense, then it becomes transitive. Some verbs are like that. They,
Yes.
based on the meaning, they could be
The
transitive and
extension.
intransitive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next.
Chorayati.
Yeah, yeah. Chorati means
The steal.
yeah,
Like
stealing.
stealing. Yeah.
Yeah,
So that'll
steals.
be transitive.
Yes.
Chintayati.
Hmm.
Is that thinking? So thou
Yes.
think. Transitive.
Wondering.
We must think
Transitive,
something.
correct. Yes. Next.
Natyati. Natyati.
Nrityati. Nrityati.
Sorry, how you pronounce that?
Nrityati. This is first one in Ru,
Yeah.
and then the, after, and ya. This together pronounce them. Nritya. Nrityati.
Nritya. Is that Nritya?
Nrityati means dances.
I think I should dance it. Yeah. So can be intransitive.
Intransitive.
Yes.
Go for the last one first. Karoti. Karoti.
Karoti.
Karoti means does.
To do. So
does.
Yeah. So that will be transitive because
Transitive.
should be something.
Right.
Yeah.
Now this one. Siddhyati.
Siddhyati. Siddhyati.
Siddhyati means
Siddhyati. Come into sorry, I'm cheating. I'm typing in the dictionary.
yeah, that's fine.
Come into existence, something like that. So it's just that will be intransitive.
No, actually. So Siddhyati means something
to achieve or something. It means
achieve, but something.
So that would be transitive then.
Transitive because how the sentence becomes is. Sorry. What do you say again? Something achieve, something becomes successful. So here it becomes intransitive. How? Because you look at the sentence using Siddhyati. This is a little bit confusing one. Siddhyati. Good one is Mama. Let's say Adhyayanam Siddhyati. Do you know Adhyayanam or let's say Pustakam only. Let's say Pustakam. Pustakam Siddhyati. Not write that. Actually, this is not written properly. Anyway, Siddhyati. Pustakam Siddhyati. That means here I add Mama. I think you already know Mama.
Yeah.
What is the meaning of Mama? My. My. Or it also means for me.
For me. Yes.
For me or my. My means actually for me only. Mama. So what this sentence means is, for me, the book becomes achievable or achieved, like that. That is the meaning. For me, that means I am expert in the book, in this book. That is the meaning, overall meaning. But here it actually literally means, for me, book is attained. Book is achieved. So siddhati becomes successful, becomes achieved. So what is being achieved? Pustaka. So the verb is being achieved, and who is doing that work of being achieved? Who is doing this work? Pustaka is doing the work. Though actually I am reading it and I am doing it, but the book is becoming successful. I am reading it, but book is becoming successful more for me. So the book is becoming successful. Book is doing this siddhati action. So there is no object here in this case. So that is intransitive. So can stop here today, and if there is any question you can ask, otherwise you can stop, and hopefully I will see you next week. I'm ready, but
we are ready too.
Hopefully we are getting. All right.
Can I just make a comment, Sanjeevji? Sorry, I just want to make a comment that these last 2 slides we have done here has been very comprehensive and very, very interesting, I must say.
Yes. We learned a lot.
I know from my part I need to improve my vocabulary, but I really enjoy these last 2 slides we did there just now.
Yes, that is the thank you, and that is the that was the goal actually. So once you get the bird's eye view, what you call bird's eye view or the overview, and what role fits, that you get the idea. Like then, only thing is knowing vocabulary, knowing the more words.
Yes,
that is the only thing you have to do, and
that I have to do that on my part. Yes.
Yes. I mean that comes by. The time is needed, and you'll have to put some more effort in that. But that is the thing. But important is that knowing these different structures, knowing these different roles, and then as you come across different new words, then you know how to put it, what they mean actually. So there's nothing. It's not difficult. Yeah, and keep on referring to the library. Sorry, or the dictionaries and all those. That's good.
Yes.
Yeah, Jessica.
And Sanjeevji, I also just want to add that I know your time is so precious, and I know that I have not been able to put in the amount of time to really study the vocabulary and get everything to where it needs to be, and so I also honor and acknowledge if you decide that you want to do things differently, that I completely honor your time on that, and if you did start again, I would start again and just do it and try to and learn things over and right with you in the class that starts